Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Nerd Herders. My name is Rich.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome back.
Hey, we're here again.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You thought you got rid of us.
Nope.
Admit it. You thought you did.
You can't. We just keep coming back like a...
You can't kill what has no soul. Yeah, we're back after a long hiatus.
Yeah.
We talk about why we were away on the Overbeer podcast that you
Which
can
should
listen
already
to.
be up at SoundCloud, iTunes, other podcast services around the world.
So as we get back into the swing of things, we're going to kind of maybe retool a little bit about what we used to do.
Yeah.
Maybe do exactly what we used to do. We're still deciding that.
We're trying to figure it out.
This is like the first time that we've really even talked.
Yeah.
So we're still figuring stuff out. But what we're definitely going to do today is have a little discussion. Like, we know there's some big stories. We're not going to do news this week. We know there were some like big things that happened. We're not going to talk about a lot of that stuff. Hopefully some of it was like speculation, rumors.
Yeah.
When it becomes true, we'll probably talk about it on the show.
Sure.
Or whatever. What are we going to do today, right now, for them in this video? We're going to drink
We're going to drink beers.
because that's what
Which
we
we
do.
always
I
do.
forgot.
So what are we drinking today?
Today, from Samuel Adams and the Boston Beer Company, we're going to drink Ella Blanc IPL.
It's got a kangaroo with boxing gloves.
It's brewed with Australian and German hops. Potentially a clue to what our next hiatus might be. But more on that later.
What? I don't even know about this.
A little tease, a little mystery. Maybe I made it up.
Such an asshole. So now, if it is a tease, was the German a tease or is the Australian a tease?
I don't know.
What's going on? Cheers. Cheers to being
Cheers.
back.
We're back. Whether or not you wanted it.
We're back and not better than ever. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
If you go back like 5 seconds, you'll see me realize that it was pretty good. You'll see the look in my face when I was like, wait, don't set that down. Take a second.
Yeah. Ella Blanc IPL. I'm going to check into that. And if you ever come by the Overbeer set, we have a location now on Untapped.
Oh my God.
Overbeer HQ.
Whoa. I hope some of my neighbors are like, what the hell is that?
So I know I made my apartment Casa Belson. Then it got taken down.
Why?
And then I don't know. I went to go check into it and it wasn't there anymore.
That's weird.
Like, it was there, but it was like something I couldn't check into. It would turn into like a residence that I guess I don't know if you can check into those on Untapped, as opposed to I made it like a social club or something.
Interesting. Very cool. So do that on the Untapped app.
Yeah, if you're ever...
I'm going to have to check that out.
Don't do that if you just decide to show up and...
It depends. All are welcome here.
Yeah, if you're on the show, don't just be like hanging out
all are
outside
welcome
and
here
be
at
like...
Overbeer HQ. Very few are welcome at Casa Belson.
Yeah. Fuck off. I don't know if it's
so
still on here.
What else are we going to do today, though?
Oh, thank God it's still there. We're talking about, are we doing the one segment or are we doing the little segments?
Oh, I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know,
We
man.
t-
See, this is same show. Same show. We're going to try to be better.
All right. I have a couple quick hits.
Okay.
Quick hits. If Joss Whedon is actually entering the DC universe, film universe, and directing a Batgirl movie, that makes you feel...
Interested.
And that makes me feel super excited.
It's going to be the J.J. Abrams of comic books.
I think it could be absolutely exactly what the DC universe
Sure.
needs. I think that he's the perfect person to do that character, and that character is one of my favorite.
See, I don't know
characters.
enough about that character to be excited or not excited. Like I'm definitely interested.
What was some other big news that happened while we were gone?
We got a Knit trailer.
We got an It trailer. The It trailer made you feel what about the movie?
Fucking excited.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I
Right?
cannot wait.
It looks really good. I had obviously seen the original film or TV movie.
Yeah.
A few times, notably as probably a young child, and it scared me.
Yep.
Didn't forever ruin clowns for me.
No.
I'm not one of those people that's scared of clowns.
But the
but
movie
it is
did,
creepy.
as a young child, it terrified
It
me.
is.
And as I've grown
I haven't
older with
seen
it,
it.
I really like it.
I haven't seen it in years.
I think I caught part of it on like Sci-Fi or one of those channels not too long ago.
But the trailer did inspire me to. I had bought the book a long time ago and had never read it.
Yeah, same.
And
So I want to go back and read
I
it.
started reading it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. It's very engaging. It drew me in, and I'm excited to finish that. So I have been doing that, but more on what we've been up to later in the week. But that trailer looks really good.
Yeah.
So I hope the movie plays out in a way that we're all happy with. Unlike potentially that other Stephen King movie that's coming out and keeps getting pushed and delayed and delayed.
Dark Tower? I'm interested.
Sure, but it's a terrible sign that keeps. It got delayed again.
Oh, did
last
it?
week.
I didn't realize it got delayed again.
It got delayed again last week.
News to me. Because we got the poster.
The poster, but it just keeps happening, and I don't like that. It's not a great sign. Hopefully, it's not a sign of maybe they just need to perfect some CGI or whatever.
Yeah.
But did we get other news? We got some cool stuff. There was a big thing, the Cinema Expo, CinemaCon, where a bunch of web outlets, and then it's really for theater distributors. All the studios come. Some cool stuff happened at that. That sounded like they showed to audiences for the first time the next Pirates movie, and the reception was very good.
I think the trailer looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
good.
really on board with that.
It was exciting to hear that they had that much faith to show it to audiences 2 months early, that people really liked it. That's exciting.
Now, where do you stand on the Pirates films?
I love them.
Even the fourth one?
I even like the fourth.
Okay.
I only saw it the one time. I walked out of it and said, I had fun watching this. I haven't gone back to it like I have the other ones.
Yeah.
But I do like it. I'm excited for it to be back. And I'm more excited, though, that people, and universally for the most part, people didn't like that fourth one.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I didn't think was Blackbeard the villain?
Yes, Blackbeard.
I don't think he was that compelling of a villain. Like, to have Blackbeard be the villain, like, I don't think he worked.
He was underwhelming.
Yeah.
The new villain, Salazar or whatever,
yeah,
he looks very awesome. The trailer even looks so good that Dana, who has never been interested in watching a Pirates movie, watched that trailer and was like, I kind of want to watch those other movies and see this.
I really like the first three.
Me too. I actually love the first one. I think is
great.
One of the perfect popcorn movies.
Yeah.
To come out.
And then even the second and third one that people like to kind of shit on or give a hard time for, like, I really enjoy them. I like how weirded they are and how kind of like everywhere they go and the weird shit that happens. And
yeah. Some other news that came out.
Wasn't there some Wonder Woman footage too?
Yeah, they showed Wonder Woman. People liked what they saw.
That new trailer looks really cool.
I like the new trailer.
I'm afraid of getting too excited for it just because I know, what DC's done before, but it looks cool.
There's a new trailer for War for the Planet of the Apes that looked really good.
I don't think I saw that one yet.
It looks awesome.
I saw the old one.
I saw some other trailer. I can't remember. There was James Gunn basically confirmed that he will be doing a third Guardians movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's great.
Did you get your tickets yet for? Okay.
I kind of want to do the double feature, kind of.
Oh, where are they doing that at?
They're doing it here at Waterford. I know.
Oh, okay. Because right now I think we're doing the Thursday night, like 7 over at Cinemark, and then we're gonna do like a Saturday morning IMAX.
Yeah, we gotta get tickets. I don't know.
We should do a review for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. It's coming up soon. Super excited.
There was something I had on the tip of my tongue of what we got the new trailer from the director of In Bruges and
how's that?
Oh, it's great.
I love Martin McDonagh.
Yeah. It looks so good.
In Bruges is so good. I really like Seven Psychopaths.
That's when I'd like to go back. Like I've seen In Bruges so many times. Like I adore that movie. But Seven Psychopaths, I think I've only seen the one time. I'd like to go back and revisit it.
The new one's like with Frances McDormand.
Yeah.
Right. And
it's like the 3 billboards and of somewhere like that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Invader Zim is coming back. I'm sure you're excited.
I'm
TV
excited.
Movie for that.
You said before this you never had actually watched it, which I was shocked
don't think
at.
I've ever seen an episode of Invader Zim, and I don't really know how that happened. I think when it came out, I was in high school, maybe working. I don't know what year that started.
think it was like 99.
Oh, then I wasn't in high school. I don't know why. I
feel like it was like either the late 90s or early 2000s.
I mean, that's when I was really, really, well, obviously my entire youth, but really into, I just never watched it. And it's always something that I've been compelled to, but maybe you'll talk about what we've been up to, so you can save it. But Rick and Morty surprise came back.
Oh my God.
I'm not up to date on that show at all.
Have you started it?
No.
Oh, you should start it.
I know. That was big news.
Yeah, they've been kind of, I don't know. Do you listen to Harmontown at all?
Not on a regular basis.
And the joke that's been going on, everyone keeps bugging him and Justin Roiland of like, where's season 3? Where's season 3? And he's like, they're drawing it. We're done with it. And that was the whole thing for the delay is they were like, we were trying to perfect our scripts and try to do this. And it's like, well, they got to draw it now. Like, it's not just the script. Those are done. They have to draw it. And so that was really cool for the, like, April Fool's joke, to run it like.
Yeah, I don't understand that part. Like, I think it's cool that they surprise launched an episode of a show. I don't see why it's a joke.
Well, like,
unless
Adult
it's not
Swim,
really the premiere, it's just like a random episode that will just.
No, it's the next episode. There's an arc that it's following. It's very clearly like the first episode. Adult Swim's been interesting about their April Fool stuff for a while. Like, they seem to have been doing more like fun, like instead of like, oh, here's a joke, here's like something fun, or here's a surprise, or here's like, I remember.
Go ahead.
Do you ever watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
No.
Well, I remember. Do you remember they made a movie?
Yeah.
Well, their whole big April Fool's thing that year was we're gonna play the movie all night long.
Yeah.
And they played it in like a tiny little, smaller than the picture-in-picture box on the TV. I mean, just real small in the corner.
Yeah.
And they played the regular program. They just had that running all night. You could barely see it. You couldn't hear it. And then every like 5 or 10 minutes, like a giant ad would come up on the screen of one of the characters promoting the movie. And so they were but ever since then, they've kind of been doing like fun things,
which is cool because it was funny when the internet was really taking off, and for a while there where it was like all the gag stories and trick people and this and that and the fake trailers and stuff. It's too expected now. It would be funnier almost if some of these places just did those on random days. It's too expected. If I realize that April Fool's is coming up, I remember not to get.
Sure, but everyone seems to look forward to.
I will say though, IGN still kind of for a second got me.
What was there?
They had the AMC series pilot trailer for Grand Theft Auto, the series.
Oh, okay.
But it started instantly playing in their app, and I was just like, it didn't really I was just kind of confused because I knew that I thought it was them in the back of my head that was making that movie about the making of Grand Theft Auto and the legality that Daniel Radcliffe's supposed to be in or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, was that just an AMC thing? And I was waiting to see him, and I watched like a minute of it, and I was like, that's not what this is. This is them like they did with Zelda a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch
One of them actually got my girlfriend. The Think Geek did like a underwater desk or an aqua desk or something weird like that. And we were like going somewhere, and she's like, this is the exact kind of thing like some hippie company would like decide to do it. I'm like, babe, it's April 1st. She's like, oh. She clicked it. She's like, oh yeah. Did you see Pornhub's April Fool's?
I saw about Pornhub.
Yeah. Of course, didn't see it on April.
That's pretty funny. I can imagine people really panicking.
Yeah, well, we were talking to a buddy of mine about it. So if you don't know what they did is, I guess if you clicked any video on their website, a pop-up would come up and be like, thanks for participating in Pornhub's new web sharing program. Your video or whatever has now been posted to all of your social media feeds. And one button was like, thanks Pornhub, and the other one was like, what the fuck, Porn?
That's pretty good. I gotta say, hats off to them, or condoms off to them.
Yeah, whatever. They're like little hats.
Yep. Except most hats don't stop a very expensive mistake.
That's true.
That one does.
Yeah.
And maybe top hats.
Yeah.
There was probably other big news, but there was one other story that we definitely wanted to talk about.
So there was a rumor going around about I was on Brick Inquirer, and it was called like the quiet cancellation of LEGO Dimensions or something like that. And they had some anonymous sources of saying that LEGO Dimensions has essentially been canceled, and instead they're going to stretch out the year 2 content over 2 years, so that way they still fulfill their 3-year promise of the base. Which makes sense, kind of, considering year 2 is almost over, and we've barely gotten half of the things that we've were shown.
That we already known about, yeah. Like we
I
haven't
think
gotten
it may-
the Teen Titans set. We haven't gotten the Power.
we haven't
Girls.
seen those.
We haven't gotten some other stuff that we
I know
is Goonies.
Goonies. Well, Goonies is May. Goonies is officially up for pre-order on Amazon for May. So is the Hermione Fun Pack and the Lego City Undercover Fun Pack, and those are like the May things. But there was a potential leaked image of the Beetlejuice minifig and a potential leaked image of the Buttercup minifig. But other than that, like nothing. They've been real quiet, and that's the weird thing. We talked about this a little bit before we recorded. Of like, you would think if this wasn't true, they would have said something by now. So how do you feel about if this came out and said, okay, after it's canceled, we're gonna finish out the content we've promised, but after 3 years, it's done.
I would be fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
If it continues, I'd be fine with that too. But I think in the back of my head, I'm a little bit relieved. Because as much as I love the game, I know that if they did another 3 years of...
You'd buy all of them.
I'd buy everything else, and I'd just have more. And I have, we have stuff there that we haven't even gotten to
I have the
yet.
same.
And it has kind of become this thing as you've kind of gotten some of the new stuff and actually delved a bit into it. Every time it's still like...
There's always
there's this issue with it.
There's some kind of bug or there's some kind of glitch or something that erases a save file or something that gets us stuck.
Like months and months later, we went back to a set, the Adventure Time one, to try and get a trophy that we didn't get the first time because of bug. And I was like, by now they had to have fixed this. And it's like, nope, they haven't. They don't seem to have any care to go back and patch these things like every other video game does.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm most relieved and okay that it's not continuing, or if it's not official.
I mean, it might be.
If it doesn't continue, I'm okay with that because it seems like every time I get excited for a set, there's some kind of bug or some kind of issue. I mean, even like the story sets haven't been amazing. Like, the Ghostbusters one, you liked that movie more than I did. It was fine, but it wasn't anything like amazing. And then we had that bug at like the last level that completely erased all of our progress on it. So I'm never going back to that probably. We started the Fantastic Beasts one, which was another movie that I enjoyed enough, but I don't really...
That's kind of the problem is, and I think if part of this is because of declining sales, it's also because they sort of got unlucky with the properties of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, these should have all been big things.
Yeah, I mean, Fantastic Beasts is a movie that I think a lot of people thought was just okay.
Yeah.
So you're not super excited to like go out and get the video game of it.
I only got it because it was Lego. You know, it's a Lego game.
Same with Ghostbusters. It was, and I thought that movie was good. It wasn't great. I wasn't like, oh, I have to play through that again, like immediately. It's like, yeah, I bought it because that's what we do. We buy. When we get into something, we end up buying everything for it. But like, they weren't stuff that was like, I've been holding on Dimensions, and now I have to get it. And I have to get everything because that came out. None of that was going to convince people to do that.
No.
Same with, honestly, with the Gremlins and the other stuff that came out.
I would have much rather them, instead of putting the resources, and again, I don't know how development works, and if one resource, if them doing a story pack for one, I would have rather had them just all level packs, where we got a Ghostbusters level pack, and then instead of getting a Gremlins team pack, you give us a Gremlins level.
Yeah.
Or something, all these story packs are for new movies. I would have loved to see them do a story pack for an older property. Like, Beetlejuice is going to give us a story pack for Beetlejuice, or give us a story pack for...
But even that...
I don't even care much for Goonies, but even that, I think would be more interesting than...
I think in a way in the last year, they relied too heavily on things that would appeal to us. Because I feel like the Toys to Life thing was a huge success because mostly primarily of children.
Sure.
And I think that when they start relying on things in the last year like A-Team and Knight Rider and even Gremlins and Mission Impossible getting a level pack. Yeah. It's like, okay, I enjoyed getting to play through the first Mission Impossible movie, but what kid was like... Kids have not seen the 1996 Mission Impossible movie. If they've seen anything, they've seen the last couple. And I don't know if that was the smartest strategy, and that might have been their downfall, even though it was some of it that we were very excited to see.
Yeah. But it could just be maybe Toys to Life just isn't doing... Disney Infinity's done.
Yeah.
Are they just the
Skylanders
next?
basically is.
I don't.
It's not selling like it used to.
No,
It's
I
not
feel like I
taking
don't
up
hear much
space
as
like
much
it
about
used
that.
to.
Maybe it's just the Toys to Life craze is over.
Maybe. And if it is done, I'll probably get most of those sets that are still going to come out.
I mean,
that we know about.
It's still
and
even
I'll
if
be happy.
even if you don't. I mean, they're just normal. They're still normal minifigs. How cool would it be to have those Powerpuff Girl minifigures or the Beetlejuice minifigures or any of those?
Yeah.
Like, we still have these really awesome. We have Portal Legos.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would have never happened.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I've got a Sonic minifigure. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. So, if the game gave us 3 years of content, great.
Yeah, I'm like if we're
Not
still
everything
gonna get
needs a sequel.
no. If it ends after 3 years, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And if it continues, I'll probably be into that too. I'm fine either way.
Yeah, I mean, because we've gotten more than enough hours out of the game, so.
Yeah, definitely. And spent more than enough dollars on it. So yeah, that was kind of the big stuff. If there's something that happened in the last couple of weeks that we didn't talk about just now and you want to hear us talk about it, we definitely will. Just tweet at us.
Mm-hmm. I'm on Twitter at Rich Belson.
I'm Matt Stonks.
The channel's on Twitter at OABeer_official. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/overabeer. We're on Instagram at over_a_beer. And of course, right here at youtube.com/overabeer. But that'll wrap things up for today. So until next time, drink up.
And butter me up.